remembering sweetness. So as you take a moment to feel your seat on the ground and perhaps feel your breath in your body, breathe slowly, breathe deeply. And it doesn't have to be a forced breath. It can be a nice, easy receiving of the breath in and a receiving of the breath out, or a releasing of the breath out, rather. So we're breathing in softly and we're breathing out softly, but almost like the breath is collaborating with us, right? The breath is coming to us and the breath is releasing us. And we have a part to play in it, but there is sort of a dance and an exchange that goes on that's more about receiving and allowing than it is about willing, right? It's not so much about intention now as it is about just paying attention. So breathing in and breathing out, noticing the texture of the breath as it comes in through the nose and as it releases out through the body. Let's take a soft twist here, just very simple, left hand to right knee, and a very easy gaze over the right shoulder if your eyes are open. If there are any small movements through the spine here, you can take those movements. And then right arm by your right ear, take a side lean to your left. And then look down and cross your right elbow over your left elbow. Release your left hand from your right knee. And you can cross your wrists or you can hug yourself here. This is an eagle wrap of the arms. We'll inhale the elbows high. We'll exhale the elbows into the chest or the navel. And just one like that. And then you'll unwind right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Very soft turning of the torso here. Easy in the eyes, easy in the turning. Then left arm reaches high and then tilt over to your right diagonal. Feeling where the ribs are in relation to the hips. Noticing the anchoring of your sitting bones down. And look down. Your left hand will come to your right knee. Your elbows will cross. And then go ahead and release your hands from your knees and pick them up and cross your wrists or let the backs of your hands touch. We'll inhale the elbows high. Exhale, elbows into the chest. And then release the arms. Gather up the legs with your hands. So take your hands to the outsides of your knees and just bring your knees into your chest, uncrossing them. And then wrap your arms around your legs. And just take a moment to make your body into the smallest shape you can make it into. Chin into chest. So there's a bit of effort here, but this sweetness that comes from just letting yourself be in this shape and letting yourself breathe into it, that's the fun part. So breathe softly and notice how much space you can find inside your body as your outer body gets smaller and smaller in the shape. And a lot of that has to do with your imagination and your awareness and what you're noticing. But get softer inside as you get more compressed if you can. And breathe in here, nice full breath in. Hold on the inhale. And then start to release the shape. So release your arms, you're still in your inhale. And then you'll exhale to lower yourself down to your back. And as you come to your back, notice the places where your body connects with the ground. Notice where there's space between you and the ground. So the curves in your body will create spaces between you and the ground. And then let's just do a body scan here. So starting with the tips of your toes as they touch the air. The soles of your feet, softening them, breathing in and breathing out gently. The backs of your heels as they touch the ground or make contact with the earth, if you want to think about it that way. And then the space between the backs of your ankles and the earth. The calves as they meet the ground underneath you. the backs of the knees and the space that they create from the ground, backs of the upper legs, where they're touching the ground and where there's space. The glutes and the sitting bones and the tail and the sacrum, where do you feel connection to the ground and where do you feel space? And then the lumbar area around the waistline, where's the curve, where's the space, where's the creativity, right? So we need space for creativity. We need grounding to know where we are. Notice the area in the back ribs, the thoracic spine. Where do you feel yourself meet the ground and where is there space? So how do you meet the places where you can find foundation, your grounding, and where can you be free from that support, right? That support giving you freedom. Because you know you're held, you know where you are. Now notice the space around the backs of your shoulders and where the shoulders meet the ground and where they don't. And the backs of the arms, the elbows, the hands. Notice your turned up palms. Can you feel the air touching the skin? And then bring your attention up the fronts of the arms. And again to the back of the neck where it might have a lot of space from the ground. The back of your skull as it meets your mat. And then the top of your head where there's space again. And then let the inhale fill you up with breath. And the exhale, wash the energy down the front of your body, down the front of your face, the front of your throat, the front of your chest, the belly, the hips, the fronts of the legs, to the toenails and the tips of your toes where we started. So 3 breaths more, just working those lines. So breathe in the back, up the back line of your body. Breathe out the front line of your body. And your breath will be much slower than my cue. But you'll inhale up the back line of your body and exhale down the front line of your body. Connecting where you're grounding and where there's space. Where you can feel your foundation and where there's room for creativity and relationship. Where there's space, there's room for connection, and where there's connection, there's room for space. So we're balancing out those 2 places. Couple more breaths, breathing up the back line of the body, breathing down the front line of the body. And the back line of the body is our connection to source, to divine energy. The front line of our body is our connection to life in front of us, right? The physicality of life, where we're meeting and relating to what's happening in front of us. So as you breathe here, know that rest easy in what you're feeling supported by and what's ahead and what's potential. So there's substantiating ground underneath you and there's potential in front of you. Then let's stretch the arms now by your ears. So stretch long. And then as you exhale, you'll roll over to your right side, hug your knees into your chest and find your way slowly up to sit. Keeping your eyes closed. Notice your easy, comfortable seat, Sukhasana, remembering sweetness right now and today. And then bring your hands together in prayer at your heart center, and we'll gently chant the sound of Om just one time to close our practice. Take a deep breath in. Om. Thank you for sharing your light and thank you for your presence. Namaste.